Hey YouTube, how we doing? Thank you so much for joining me today for my latest video, the RSI or Relative Strength Indicator for beginners. I'm just going to go over what it is and how to use it in both day trading and swing trading. So basically what the RSI does is it tells us if the stock is at good value, if it's a good time to get in or out the trade. And it basically tells us when the stock is overbought and when the stock is oversold. So we're going to get straight into it, and I'm going to be sharing my screen with you now and showing you, for example, based on Teledoc, what would be a good time to get in and out of the trade. So here we go. Now, the way I usually use it is I have a look at the stock overall, and I go, right, have a look whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend, as I always think that's important. Because again, these are purely indicators. They don't actually tell us anything. What they do though is improve our chances of being right. And any little bit of extra help you can get to improve those chances is always a positive. The more chance you've got of winning, the better. So if we were to look at Teledoc, for example, we can see that the current trend on a 4-hour basis would be up. So before we start, actually, if you don't know where to find the RSI, on Trading 212, it's just up here under indicators. It's under the most popular and its relative strength index. I usually have it on the default settings as I found that actually works best. I did try a 10-day period, but found the 14 ended up being more accurate and helped me much more. So you then press confirm and this pops up. Now we've got the chart here on a 4-hour basis. So when I usually do my stock analysis, I like to start on either a daily or a 4-hour basis. So if we look at the daily, we know that the stock was overbought here, and as you can see, hasn't really been oversold on a daily basis, which means it's just a solid uptrend. Now, name of the game and the basic principle would be to sell it when it's been overbought and buy it again when it dips under this other grey line and it's been oversold. Now, as we can see, Teledoc is going from strength to strength. So if we were going to be day trading this stock, we'd go into the 1 minute, I like to do personally, and have a look. Now, as you can see, overall the stock is going down. So you really want to pick your moment here, and this is where patience really is key. So if we were to wait, we could see that the stock, for example, here is going down, 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 nearly at the point of being oversold. It just doesn't quite break the line. So what you could do here is be patient. We wait out a little bit, and in the next half an hour, we can see it's been oversold here. Now, this could be a good opportunity to buy, expecting a pattern reversal, but what we usually do is we wait for confirmation. As you can see, it goes up a bit and then drops. So if you were to have got in, say, at 216, you could have exited around 218 for a $2 profit per share, which would be really good. However, if we wait a bit longer, and this is where patience really comes into play with these indicators, we could have actually got in much lower. Because if we look at the overall chart, we can see it's actually downtrending for the day. So we could have waited again at 7 o'clock UK time. It would have been massively oversold. As you can see, it's gone under the grey line. So you could have got in this trade for around $214 per share, and then exited when it's overbought at 217 for a $3 profit. And we could have done this pretty much throughout the whole day with Teledoc, just scalping profits all day. So you could have got in there, exited there, so then you just wait, is it oversold again? No. But if we look back previously throughout the day, we can see the same thing. It opens up, and as it opens, it is massively overbought, so that would be a bad time to get in. So this is really, again, where patience comes to play. You want to be entering these trades when the stock has been oversold, giving you the highest chance of it turning the other way. If we were to buy already at overbought, then the chances of it going even higher are much slimmer. It's more likely to drop down. So if we'd have just had patience and hadn't been monitoring a few stocks, we would have probably entered Teledoc to trade either at around this section or this section, meaning that we could have come in at 216 or at 215.14, and if we'd have held out till it was next overbought, we could have still got out at 218, meaning we'd have made a profit. Now we can do this with any other stocks. If we look at Tesla, for example, Tesla yesterday was massively high and made huge gains, but if we look at the chart, if we'd have waited, as you can see, when it's in the middle, I like to call it a fair price. So usually I don't tend to buy when it's in the fair price unless I'm going to be holding long term, in which case I would be looking at a 1 day period. And as you can see, it is massively overbought at the moment, Tesla, on a 1 day period, meaning that it's expected to have a pullback, which means it would be a good chance to get in when it's not overbought. But Tesla, if we were day trading it yesterday, we'd have waited out. As you can see here, it's overbought. And the time to have got in would have been back at 7 o'clock, for example. When it goes down into the oversold period, massively there, you'd have got in for 1310 roughly, and you could have got out when it was oversold at 1348. Or if you were a little bit more confident and wanted to wait it out, you could have even got out further along for a bigger profit. But just following the simple guidelines of patience and getting in when it's down the bottom and selling when it's overbought at the top, you'd have made a really good gain yesterday just on Tesla. And again, this can be used with all stocks. Now, again, this is an indicator. It is worth looking at the overall performance, whether the chart is going up or down, and then following that. Thing to remember, the trend is your friend. So follow the trend and chances are you'll do much better. When following the trend, just wait for the dips. The dips, you'll see them as oversold, and that's when you want to get in. The minute it goes into the overbought section, that's a good opportunity to sell and take the profit. And if you keep doing this repeatedly and sticking to the principles and bearing in mind this is patience is key with this indicator, then you should be able to make consistent profits. Again, a lot of the times when it's up here and in the overbought section, sometimes we get the fear of missing out, and that again is often a mistake, because whilst yesterday you could have bought there and sold there, the chances of it dropping are much higher than of it continuing to grow, and you really want the odds in your favor. So yeah guys, that's basically just a quick explanation of the RSI and how to use it. Again, please comment below if you'd like to add anything or what you'd like to see next time. Remember, this isn't obviously 100% accurate. All it does is give us better odds. But if you stick to those basic principles, remember patience is key, then you should be able to do pretty well with this indicator. I personally like to use it along with the simple moving average, so the SMA line, which you can also find here in the most popular simple moving average. I use a 14 as well. And as we can see, it just gives us a nice clean look as to how the chart is going, and then getting in at the right time. Patience is key. So yeah guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please like and subscribe. It helps massively with the algorithm, and I'd love to keep making some more videos on other topics within the trading and also entrepreneurship. Yeah, like and subscribe guys. Thank you very much. Cheers.